To welcome
Okay.
the presence
How's
of the
everyone?
Honorable Minister of State for Industry, His Excellency Senator John Owen Eno. Please, sir, with your kind permission, I'd like to request we take our opening prayer, which is the third stanza of our national anthem. God of all creation, grant this our humble request. Help us to build a nation. Thank
Huh?
Your Excellency, sir, we have on a courtesy visit here with us the Tinubu Youth Vanguard Organization, a youth body that stands as a voice of the grassroots. Their mission here is to induct you as their grand patron and also present an award of patronship to you.
My name is Honorable Innocent Together. And, basically, our vision is to ensure the re-election of Mr. President in the forthcoming 2027 general elections. Our mission is to create awareness of the government policies that benefit our people in the grassroots. And we have seen so far that you have done a very wonderful job in industrial policy reforms, in expanding the non-oil export growth, about 21% growth in non-oil export profits, reaching about 1,000 SMEs for international trade and facilitating grants through initiatives like the Women Export Fund and ensuring grassroots economic impact. We have also strengthened the investment facilitation, which played a pivotal role in transitioning Nigeria investment promotion from passive promotion to an active model. This led to a conversion of about 13.7 billion naira in signed MOUs into active priority projects within the industrial sector. The legacy of drawing has been drawn from your distinguished legislative background. You have brought transparency and accountability to the ministry's operation, ensuring that resources are strategically allocated to high impact industrial hubs. We've had meetings with stakeholders, and beyond policy, you've been consistent in your human capacity development, which is evident right from the days while you were in the Nigerian Senate. Your philanthropy and support for youth driven tech and manufacturing ventures aligns perfectly with Tinubu Youth Vanguard organization vision of empowering the next generation. And apart from this, I can go on and on and on, Your Excellency. You have a proven track record to have empowered people across the length and breadth of Nigeria. And these things that we have here that you have done in the first half of the president's administration is what we are going to take and use as strong political points to create awareness in the grassroots of what this administration have done. So this is why we decided to come here today to give you a word of patronship and to also learn from your pool of wisdom, because we know you are a man that have so much vast experience, a man that is blessed by God and honored by men. So this is why we are here today, Your Excellency. Thank you, sir.
Comes, there must be, you know, people outside government like you must take this to all the corners. Nigeria is a very vast country, from 774 local governments. Number of wards are huge, plenty. The way the APC is structured in terms of polling unit structures is actually also supposed to deliver the same kind of thing that we're doing. So let me thank you. Let me encourage you. We are getting to crunch time, where the evidence of all what Mr. President has done has to, more and more be seen. I think that the work of that lies in a body like yours. Back in the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, I have the mandate for industry, and I think that you've captured most of what effort we've tried to do here. I'm glad that you've chronicled them, so you're not lacking in terms of what to tell the Nigerian people. One of the first things you highlighted was the Nigerian industrial policy. It's again a testament to the kinds of achievements of this administration. The country has been without an industrial policy in decades. I mean, to the extent that our international partners, didn't want to speak to us without having an industrial policy. When Mr. President was sworn in, the 29th of May 2023, at Eagle Square, if you listen to his speech, go and play it again, you're going to notice the fact that the president spoke about industrial policy. So on the 17th of February 2026, August 2025, had done a 6 months temporary ban on share nut export. After 6 months at the end of February 2026, Mr. President has further extended that ban for another 1 year, up to next year, 2027. So all of that is to make commitment, is to show policy consistency. So there's a lot that's going on, and I think that we need a body like the Tinubu Youth Vanguard, to continue to play its role in terms of public awareness, in terms of public mobilization. In addition to what the president is doing, I've had calls to interact with some other groups, and I've told them that for those of us who have had the privilege of getting appointed by Mr. President to serve in his cabinet, so we have a responsibility, yes, in terms of our direct mandates in Abuja, but we also have an added responsibility in terms of what we do back in our different states, which is why sometime last year, because the task I have here is to promote entrepreneurship, is to promote enterprise, is to promote industry. My foundation, the John Owaneno Foundation, inaugurated a statewide MSME empowerment program that's supposed to run in 4 phases. The seed fund of about 500 million. We've done the first 2 phases, and those first 2 phases, the beneficiaries are close to 1 million. Right? We have 2 more phases left, because in all where we come from in our states, people will vote for the president for the work he's doing, but people also additionally vote for him because of what work we're also doing. And all of that. So for me, I think that is a big honor that you've identified me as worthy, to play the role of a patron, the Tinubu Youth Vanguard. It's I am available, for what role, and for that role, I accept it. I accept it gladly, for the sake of Mr. President, and for all it matters to our country. Mr. President is undertaking, the most consequential reforms that have never been, implemented in our country. So we're at a point in which we've achieved macroeconomic stability. The next phase now is on how to see how that can be sustained, how that can have a telling effect in the circumstances of Nigerian people. So I think that there is work for all of us to do. There's work for public enlightenment and public campaigns. And I'm happy to be associated with what work you're doing. So thank you.
Through the trials and the testing, we are stronger than before. Together we stand forevermore. We will rise. We will rise. May we rise. Every dream will
Thank you. This is a call to duty again. Okay.
is breaking, though the night is not yet gone. Step
Tinubu Youth Vanguard Organization.
Please, can you tell us briefly why the decision decided to award Honorable Minister give you this recognition?
Okay, Senator John Owaneno is a great leader, as we all know. He has done so much for the people of Nigeria when it comes to the Ministry of Trade and Industry, the industrial reforms. Is there is a grassrooter. He has empowered a whole lot of young people, and so we decided to identify ourselves with him today and to give him a position of a patron of our group so that we can learn from his vast experience in the political system in Nigeria.
What was the choice? Why other ministers are doing? What was that?
Like I stated earlier on, he's a grassrooter. There is no person in this country that does not know of the good works of Senator John Owuaneno. This is somebody that has empowered millions of youth. You heard when he talked about the SMEs, also, where over 1 million people had benefited. Such kind of person who the president has entrusted with the responsibility, and he has carried out that responsibility effectively. We will identify ourselves with him because with what he has done, he's giving us points for us to take back to our people in the grassroots. Remember, Tinubu Youth Vanguard is all about the grassroots, and we're creating awareness of government policies that benefit our people in the grassroots. So that is why we decided to choose him as our leader, to learn from his vast experience and to also use the policies, the reforms that he has done, in the trade industry, to use them as political points to create awareness of what the president is doing. So these are the kind of examples we want to follow. These are the kind of people we want to identify ourselves with. These are the kind of people that will give Mr. President a good name, and that is why we're identifying ourselves with him. Yeah.
Please, the president has done so much.
Yes.
Many people don't have awareness, like his normal group, like your organization. How are you going to organize this with other ministries so that they can showcase it?
Yes, we are embarking on a grassroots awareness, on a good governance awareness campaign across the 774 local governments in Nigeria. We are creating awareness of what the president have done. There's a whole lot of narrative that is not right, that is not correct. And so what we are doing is that we are reaching out to ministries of government to know what the president have done and then relate back to our people in the grassroots. Our party, the APC, we are doing incredibly very well, and the president is doing very well. So all we need to do is to create awareness of what our party is doing, of what the president is doing, so that the people in the grassroots can be well informed. And then we'll also mobilize our people to come out and vote for our party, vote for the candidates of our party, and vote for Mr. President. Ultimately, this is the goal of our movement. And that is why the Good Governance Awareness Campaign and Voters Awareness Campaign is for us to enlighten our people so that they will know what the president have done. We have NEL Fund. There is a whole lot of things that the president, you heard what the minister said, a whole lot of improvements, So this is what the Good Governance Awareness Campaign is doing. We're going to be reaching out to people in markets. We're going to be reaching out to people in religious centers, in our churches, in our mosques. In fact, we have set up help desks. Yes, Tinubu Youth Vanguard help desks across markets, major markets in Nigeria and across major religious center. And what do we do there? We share the programs of what the president have done. We have printed over 100,000 flyers, and we're giving it out to our coordinators down to the ward and polling unit level, just like what we did during the APC convention, where we came out and we printed flyers and gave it to delegates, and we know the turnout, we know the calls we got. It's the same thing we're going to be doing in these major religious and market centers to create awareness, and we're going to engage people in the grassroots, stakeholders, youth leaders, community leaders. It's a very big task, and every hand must be on deck. We must prove that the president is working and he deserves another 4 years to complete the good work that he has started.
At this time is too much for the organization. What other strategy are you going to adopt so that make sure you succeed in this?
We are working with other support groups, and we're working with other organizations. We're working with trade organizations. We're working with religious groups. We're working with different groups. Like I told you, the last time that we did a program on good governance awareness, we know the calls that we got. So we're working with everybody. And, this is not just about the APC or about Tinubu Youth Vanguard organization. This is about our political system. Everybody needs to come on board. You don't need to stand on the sideline. And then tomorrow you are criticizing the president, you are criticizing people because your favorite social media influencer is criticizing the president without facts and figures. There are facts and figures. And that's why we are here, to create awareness of what the president have done, to partner with people that are ready to partner with us. We are the grassroots mobilization network for the president, and we have vowed that we are going to give the president 10 million votes. We're going to deliver Lagos. We're going to deliver Abuja. We're going to deliver Cross River State. We are meeting with stakeholders. We are creating awareness of what this government have done. So I think, and by the grace of God, I believe that we are going to emerge victorious.
Thank you very much.
My name is Honorable Innocent Tegede. Thank you.
Hold on to the promise of a brighter day. Through the trials and the testing, we are stronger than before. With one heart, one voice, we will rise once more. From the streets to every village, hear the voices loud and clear. For a nation standing stronger, leaving behind the fear. Under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we are building hope anew. Every step a sign of progress, every dream within our view.